Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to make mini scrap journals slash booklets. And this could be a good Scrapbuster. Could also be a good mass make. You could give these, like this time of year, school's starting, you could give these as little welcome gifts to your teacher, your child's teacher. Or you can use them for stocking stuffers. You can carry them in your purse, put them in a pocket in your journal, give them as gifts, anything like that. So I'm going to make two different kinds. I'm going to make a little small one, well, smaller, and one just barely larger. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to go ahead and get started. And if you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up. So we'll start out with the little ones. Now I seen this in one of Melina's videos. Can't remember if it was a newer video or older video, but anyway, I thought it was a pretty cool idea. Now, I didn't ink any of this stuff, and I don't know if I'm going to. I could probably ink my pockets a little bit, but as far as my papers go, I'm not going to ink them. Now this is just a cutoff from one of my scrapbooking papers, and it has the little dots across the top like where you're supposed to cut it off, and I didn't. And I don't really think it matters. So I rounded my edges, and I just picked a bunch of different papers, some yellow printer paper. This is date and subject and notes. And let's see, just some regular plain paper. Some, that's what this is. It's like a ledger paper. Some of the paper that you can draw on. Some notebook paper. So, I can't remember. I went through, but I didn't count the pages as I went. So let's see. There's one. Oh, this is graph paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put 6 sheets in. So altogether that gives you 24 sheets of paper in here. And then I'm going to put little pockets on each side. And this is just scrap from another project. So let me see. Let me just ink this up a little bit. I think if these are inked a little, it might look better. So how's everyone doing today? We're still having a little bit of cooler weather. I like that. But it's supposed to start getting warm again. But then it is still summer. Okay, so I think that'll look better like that. Now go ahead and do this one. I just thought this was a cute little project. Once you get, like your little covers cut out, you can cut them, you can tear them, you can do whatever. You can make different sizes. Get your papers gathered up that you want to put in it. They all go together pretty fast. I'm not going to decorate the pages themselves. If you want to decorate your pages, you can. You can leave them for the recipient to decorate them however they might want them. I think I'll just go ahead and ink around this a little tiny bit. I just used the half sheet postcards, index cards, for my tag, for the writing part of my tag. And this paper is just left over from another project. So I'm going to use this as my fancy paper on the front of my index card. I really like this paper. Reminds you of the old feather pillows with the ticking on it. So pretty cool. When you see stuff that reminds you of like your childhood years, you could say your past, but yeah, it's fun. All right, so I think that's all I'm going to ink. Let me see. Okay. I think I had one of these going one way and one going the other way. Nope, they're both going the right way. So I have to make sure, because I need my lines going the right way so you can write on them. And all I'm going to do is staple the papers in. I don't think they're big enough to have to sew in. It's just meant to be a quick mass make Scrapbuster project. So that's all we want to do. Okay, we'll glue these on. Okay, now on the front of my tags, goes this way, I'm going to put a butterfly on each one. And because we have different color papers in here and stuff like that, I didn't figure that it was going to hurt a thing. Adding different colors. I like colors. I don't mind mixing them. We'll have one going that way, and we'll have one going that way. And then I'll have to give them their antennas. Hope I'm staying up here. Okay, so we'll just do that, and we'll do that. That was kind of sloppy. We'll do that, and that. It's almost like his little antenna got in trouble there. Set that back on for a minute. Then on our pockets, we're going to put a little butterfly. thought about flowers for my pockets, but I didn't have small enough flower pieces. So butterflies and flowers go good together. So we'll just put that like that. We'll give him some little antennas. All right, and then on the front, we're going to glue this flower on, and I thought this just really went good with the background colors. So you can see as you're putting it all together, it goes by pretty fast. You don't have to put pockets in them. I just think the idea of pockets in them is good. Gives you a little extra journaling space. And if you want to make a little note and stick in there, you can. Okay. Now these papers are not all the same size. They're different size papers, and that's okay. They don't have to be the same. So let me just paper clip them. I think my little my tiny attacher is long enough to go in there, but I have to check. That's not tight enough to hold. We'll try that. Nope, it's not. So let me grab my other stapler. Okay, I almost forgot to turn the camera back on. All right, so I think I'm just going to put, let me see. I think I want this on the outside. I think I'm just going to put 2 staples in. Well, that's all right. Might have been off a little tiny bit. And that one is all right. So them are flat on the outside, so that's good. And so then you can just flip through your little journal. So that's cool. So now we'll put our little pockets on. I don't really remember which one went where, but I don't really think it matters. So I'm just going to glue 3 sides. And I rounded the corners on my pockets. And that slides right down in there. I didn't make tabs for them, but I don't really think they need the tabs. I think they're fancy without the tabs. I maybe should have put a 3rd one in there. No, I think it'll be all right. Okay, so let's do this pocket. So I think these turned out cute, or this one turned out cute. So that's our first little journal booklet. Okay, now let me see. This one is about almost 3 3/4 by 3 1/4 folded. So that'll work nice in a pocket or in your purse. This one is, let me see, about 4 3/8 by 3 1/2. So this one's just a little bit bigger, but it's still a nice size. So we're going to have more of, and see, I inked this one. Oh, I think this one was left over from another project. That's why that's inked. Let me see. I have pieces parts here. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. These go on them. So let me ink these up real quick. I like using index cards for writing space. And this one's only partially inked. Maybe it was one that got cut off. And we'll just ink this real quick. These would make great stocking stuffers at Christmas time. Anybody that likes to take little notes could just have the little booklet. I'm constantly writing notes down. I have to have notes for everything. Okay, that should be all of the inking. So we'll go ahead and do all this other stuff again, and then we'll staple the papers in. I think this is up and down. It goes this way. And these papers are left over from different projects. Good way to use up your scraps. And this one goes this way. Okay, now, let's see. Now this design goes sideways. That's the up and down for our lines. This design goes sideways, but that's perfectly all right. These are from 2 different papers, but I think they go together good. And then this one will go on sideways also, and you really can't tell on this one. But like I say, it doesn't matter, doesn't hurt a thing. Guess it's stuck. So these will go in the pockets. And then we have little butterflies to go on here. So we'll do that. And then I have the big butterflies to go on the tags. So I'm basically decorating them the same way. If you do a mass make, they don't all have to be decorated the same way. It was just kind of easier to get my project going and get out like stuff. All right, so one will go one way and one will go the other way. Okay, and we'll give them their little antennas. We'll just zip them out there. Now on the front, I like the colors in this. So all of these colors go with all of that. And these colors kind of all go with that also. So I'm going to put this on the front. I'm pretty sure that this one looks like it's right side up. Okay. So I think that looks good. And pretty much did the same papers in this one, and there's the same amount of papers. So you have a lot of writing space. So just try to even it out a little bit. If you really want to be specific, I guess you can measure it and everything, but I don't figure for these little tiny booklets that you really have to do that. But that's everybody's preference as to how they want it. I just like to do it and have fun. You don't want to have to, oh, I think I messed up my flower. I don't want to go to the extremes of having to have every little thing completely perfect, because that's not going to happen. Okay, now we'll do it on the outside again. I think I'm going to try to hold it up this time so I can see what I'm doing. And that worked better. This one's a little bit longer, so I think I'll just go ahead and put 3 in there. I wish they had little arrows that told you where the staple was coming out, but they don't. Okay, so that worked well. Okay, so you can just flip through and see your pages. If you want to decorate your pages, you can decorate your pages. I'm not decorating these pages either. So I think it turned out cute. When I stapled it, almost made this pocket look like it's cockeyed. So there we go. So that's our video for today. Mini journal / booklets. So let me know what you think. If you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and come back and see me for my next one. And until then, everyone, happy crafting and bye for now.